Hello, and very happy to see you on my channel. This video, we give you a piece of breaking news. Prince Harry faces a giant tax nightmare unless divorced from Meghan Markle. Prince Harry moved to Los Angeles with his wife Meghan and their baby son Archie in early May after leaving a rented mansion in Vancouver in March. But, according to experts, he could face a monumental tax bill unless he takes a break from his £11 million Californian mansion next month. As of today, Harry has been in the U.S. for at least 151 days. If he reaches 183 days, he is legally liable to pay taxes there. Top LA tax lawyer David Holtz last night said, "You can safely assume that someone at the International Revenue Service, IRS, is looking very closely at him. This is a big deal." Harry faces paying both U.S. federal and Californian state taxes under the substantial presence test that requires any foreigner who spends 183 days in the country during a 3-year period to pay U.S. taxes on worldwide earnings. Another tax expert said, Harry's bill could be monumental and could open up a can of worms for the royal family because the IRS will want to know all his sources of income. That's not just his Netflix deal, but any monies he might have received in gifts from Prince Charles and any trust funds, savings accounts, or other assets he has in the UK. That means the royal books will be open to scrutiny. The U.S. taxman is far more zealous than his UK counterpart. As well as earning a reported $1 million for a speech at an event for JP Morgan in February, Harry and Meghan have signed a multi-year deal with streaming giant Netflix. Some reports put the deal's value at £115 million, although the Mail on Sunday understands it is worth between $3 to $5 million a year. Mr. Holt said, if Harry's been in the U.S. for 183 days straight, then he's done. It is safe to assume they have had lawyers and tax experts grinding away on this issue for months. A key factor is the type of visa on which Harry entered the U.S. If it is a diplomatic visa, he is exempt. But if it was an O1 visa for people with extraordinary abilities, then he will be liable for the same taxes in the U.S. as everyone else. Another accountant said, Meghan is a U.S. taxpayer, and her situation hasn't changed, but Harry will have to tell the IRS about every penny he has received. That includes paying gift tax on any monetary gifts he received from Prince Charles, and he will have to show any other source of income, including trust funds set up after the death of Princess Diana. I have said for some time his living in the USA will be a tax disaster. It makes me wonder, who is Netflix paying, and is it equal or not? That might be considered, if it is not equally split, as illegal tax avoidance, at least in the USA on Prince Harry's part. Seeing as how he is not a diplomat or a working royal, he shouldn't be allowed that kind of visa. As for extraordinary abilities, what the heck abilities does he have except for opening his mouth and preaching at others while he lives an extravagant life? Meanwhile, many fans also discussed this news. A fan wrote, "Welcome to the USA. Any status he claims will be examined by the IRS. He attacked the president of the USA. Not a smart move. He runs the IRS, and look what Obama did to ordinary people with the IRS, let alone a couple of anti-Marxist freeloaders. All those gifts will be taxed in the U.S. and outside." A fan replied to this comment, "These two do not think. They have no foresight at all. Of course you're going to pay taxes. Welcome to the real world. This is not the royal family bubble, where life is just handed to you on a silver platter. You and Meg will be paying taxes like everyone else. Good luck." A second fan laughed and said, "Watching all of their self-serving machinations blow up in their faces has been most amusing during these times of crisis. Guess they can always call up Charles and their royal GoFundMe. If the U.S. has to put up with those two charlatans, I have no problem with the Americans taxing them." Another added, Oh, Harry, it's all going to catch up on you. Welcome to reality. Most of the world is not impressed with your pompous arrogance. Their pretentiousness and sense of entitlement is catching up with them. Grow up, pay your own expenses, stop lecturing people what to think, and go live in privacy. Wonder if he will go to Canada or jet back to Frogmore for however many days he needs to in order to escape the tax bill. He isn't welcome in either place due to his arrogant, ungrateful, disrespectful, entitled attitude. Prince Harry devastated as brother William poised to take much-loved Marine's role. He is set to be invited to become the new head of the Royal Marines following his brother's split from royal duties. The move, confirmed by senior Royal Navy sources last night, anticipates that the outcome of Prince Harry's 12-month review will find, quote, no reason to alter current arrangements. Sources could not last night confirm whether his recent appearance with Meghan in a video in which they seemingly endorsed Joe Biden to win November's presidential elections played a role in their decision. A new book, Battle of Brothers, claims to expose the depth of royal family anger after Harry and Meghan's decision to step down. The Duke of Cambridge was so infuriated that he refused to dine with Harry alone before a summit with the Queen, claims royal biographer Robert Lacey. He adds that the Queen also felt that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were, quote, erratic and impulsive in making their departure. What Royal Navy sources did confirm, however, was their concern over upcoming ceremonial events. Uppermost of these is June's 260th anniversary of the Battle of Belle Isle, an important date in the Corps calendar as it marked the first time Royal Marines carried out their first successful amphibious assault. Harry was appointed Captain General of the Royal Marines in 2017 when his grandfather, Prince Philip, stepped down after holding the post for 67 years. The decision to formally replace him will come as a blow to Harry, who is said to have hoped to resume his ceremonial duties. But plans are already being made. Quote, the Corps is, in effect, without a Captain General, and we really must get on and fill this role, said the source last night. The decision has been made to invite Prince William to take over this important duty, largely on the basis that the Duke of Sussex has given no reason to believe that he will alter current arrangements. Quite the opposite, in fact. Advisors to the Queen now face the delicate decision of either proposing a new royal for approval or terminating the office of Captain General, which was held by King George V in 1901. Effectively severing the Corps' royal links. Harry's aunt, Princess Anne, had previously been tipped to take up this role, but with a current commitment to 15 military appointments, the 70-year-old Princess Royal is deemed to have enough on her plate already. Other royals are equally busy or considered unsuitable. Both the Prince of Wales and his wife, the Duchess of Cornwall, already had numerous regiments, as do the Dukes of Gloucester and Kent and the Countess of Wessex. Her husband, Prince Edward, quit the Royal Marines in 1986, while just a third of the way through training, citing his difficulties in fitting in because everyone knew who I was. In contrast, Prince William, who was commissioned into the Household Cavalry, currently holds titles across the armed forces, but only has one major command appointment as the Colonel-in-Chief of the Irish Guards, and Marines feel the future king will be a boost for morale and recruitment. The source added, quote, the Duke of Cambridge has been approached with a view to taking on the role of Captain General. There is a real sense that, should he accept, he would offer the Corps exactly what it needs at this point in history. Our understanding is that he is keen to take up the appointment, but he has yet to be briefed by his military advisors, a team of retired senior officers from the Household Division, a necessary requirement when gauging whether he should take up such a commitment. Clearly, such appointments are for life and need serious consideration, especially as he will one day be king. The source added, the importance of having a royal as Captain General cannot be underestimated. Apart from ceremonial occasions, there are monthly updates that represent a real connection. Should Prince William choose to decline, it may well signify the end of a historically important royal historical link with the Royal Marines. And you? What do you think about them? Please let me know in the comments section below and we will discuss them together. If you think my video is useful, remember to like and share it for anyone at any time you want. Don't be afraid to subscribe to the Sussex Daily News team to get more news about the royal family. Now, thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.